Hi guys, as you can see, I am in the hospital. On Tuesday, I started to experience some very bad pains. I came to the emergency room here at Methodist University. Chest pains, couldn't breathe. So they took me back to triage when I immediately got here. My blood pressure was 220 over 100 and something, I believe. I was told them I was having major chest pains, both in my front, my back, and I could not breathe. Okay, they ran tests, they did an EKG. They basically gave me a few pills. Told me the EKG didn't show anything. Go sit back in the waiting room. Go back to the waiting room. I am in pain, people. I'm hurting. My chest is hurting. I can't breathe. And they told me they were going to look at me and monitor me on the video while I'm in the waiting room. Well, if you're monitoring me while I'm in the waiting room, then why didn't you see the distress that I was in? You didn't see it at all. So, at some point, a pain just came over me. I started to feel sick, and I ran to the restroom, and I was sick. My mom went up and told me, look, she just got sick. We need you guys to look at her. Go back again. Triage. EKG. Blood pressure. 200 over 100 and something. Still complaining of serious chest pains. Front, back, left side, right side. Going down my arms. I'm hurting, people. You gave me 4 Tylenol. And told me to go back to the waiting room. Yes, you did. So, third time, I'm out in the waiting room and I'm hurting. I'm about to die. I'm like, Jesus, what is going on? I am hurting beyond belief. Finally, they brought me back to triage for the third time after sitting in the waiting room for over 6 hours, complaining of chest pains, can't breathe, pain going down both arms and legs, nothing. They brought me back for a third time, did the EKG, and guess what? She had a heart attack while she's sitting in the break room waiting on you guys to look at her, even though she came in 6 hours before, complaining of chest pains, and all you guys did was give her a couple pills and told her to sit in the waiting room. So I had a heart attack, guys. At 45, I had a heart attack, sitting in the waiting room at Methodist University waiting. Now, this video is basically for me to talk really bad about the triage department at Methodist University. Those were some terrible individuals, from the doctors to the nurses and to their assistants. Are you telling me that a woman comes in complaining about chest pain, someone comes in with complaining about severe chest pains, can't breathe, blood pressure is sky high, I'm sweating, she's throwing up, she's being sick, but you all make her sit in a waiting room for over 6 hours, and she has a heart attack within those 6 hours of you guys just... I saw people with broken fingers go to the back, get treated, and go home. Broken wrists, get treated, go home. Yet I'm here having a heart attack, and you guys are totally ignoring me. Totally ignoring what I have going on. These were the worst individuals ever. So if you know anybody that worked at Methodist University triage on last Tuesday night, they are terrible. I cannot wait to get their names because they need to be disciplined for what they did. There's no way you can tell me 3 times I go back there twice and I'm continuously crying. In 6 hours I have to sit in the waiting room. 6 hours, over 6 hours I sat in the waiting room, dying, having a heart attack, and I was totally ignored. Given a few pills, told to go back and sit down. This is how I was treated in Methodist University triage on Tuesday night. It was May 15th, 2021. Okay. Tuesday evening, around 2 o'clock in the evening, I got there, and I was not treated till almost 10 o'clock that night. What does that sound like? Got there it's about 3 or 4 that evening. Yeah, about 3 or 4 that evening, and I did not get treated after 10:30 that night. After I've been complaining of chest pains from the beginning, from the very beginning. Blood pressure is sky high, but nobody thinks, hey, we might need to take her to the back and get her looked at and get her on some heart monitors and see what's going on. No. Give her a few pills, send her back to the waiting room until we get ready for her. But we're going to treat everybody else until we get to her. Now, I always thought that you go by the worst cases. But I guess my heart attack was not worse enough than a broken finger. Okay? That goes from the little short, little white nerd, the white doctor that kept telling me, go back and bitch. If I was to see you walking, I'd punch you in your face. I can't wait to get y'all names. Every last one of y'all, doctors, nurses, all of y'all that were in that damn triage Tuesday night, May 15th, 2021. Every last one of y'all that treated me, y'all need to go under some sort of disciplinary action, or you need to be straight out fired. Because that was the worst experience I ever experienced in a waiting room. I've been to the waiting room a few times, not just for myself, but for other people. And I know the fact somebody comes in with a major deal, you deal with them first. That's understandable. If I just got a little broken finger, okay, I can sit up here, y'all can maybe give me a little pain medicine just to chill me out until, y'all can see me. But if someone comes in complaining about chest pains, you all ignore them. You all make them sit in the waiting room for 6 hours. And within those 6 hours, they do have a heart attack when you guys could have been monitoring them from the minute they walked through the door. Methodist University Triage Center. You guys are the worst. The worst individuals that I have ever met in my life, and I do not care what anyone says. And once I get your names, I promise you, I will expose each and every last one of you. If anybody knows Channel 13, Channel 3, Channel 5, Channel 10, send this video to them. Because they need to know just how bad of an experience that was. 6 hours that I said, I want the video. I want them to show the video. Because they claimed they were going to be monitoring me while I'm sitting in the waiting room. You couldn't have been monitoring me because you would have saw the distress that I was in. You would have saw it. You would have said, she's not doing good. But no, you didn't care. Maybe I understand. There's a lot of people there. But I didn't see anybody complaining about chest pains and things the way I was. Everybody else sitting there on their phones, they chilling. So that's not an emergency. But me, I'm pretty sure I was the biggest emergency y'all had that night because everybody else just had some broken fingers. And some of them were just a little cuckoo. But I'm complaining of chest pains and I had to sit in the waiting room for over 6 hours. That's the experience I had at Methodist University Triage Center, May 15, 2021. So, just to let you guys know, if you get sick, you hurt, you're about to die. Methodist University Triage, don't even try Methodist University ER. Now, I need to make something clear. This post is just about Methodist Triage. Methodist University Triage. Once I left them, my experience has been A1. Every doctor, every nurse I have dealt with since then has been 1,000% attentive. But the ones that should have been attentive in the first place failed miserably. The worst. And I think, guys, you need to know this. Methodist University Triage, don't come up in here if you got some heart pains, because you might die in the waiting room waiting on them. So, anybody send this Channel 3, Channel 5, Channel 13, 24, 30, get it out there. They need to know. Methodist University, Memphis, Tennessee, Triage Center. If you come in here complaining of chest pains, you just might die of chest pains in the waiting room because they're going to completely ignore you. Thank guys for listening.